Hello there. Like a lot of gardeners, we are itching to get sowing. Today is the 25th of January and we are going to be sowing peppers, sweet peppers and chilies today. So let's get cracking. Right, I'll show you what we've got to grow. I bought this seed selection. The top half are all sweet peppers. Now this one is supposed to be Amy, but the packet says it's Roman. And then we've just got a golden bell and a frigoletta. And then here we have a jalapeno, a Hungarian hot wax and a red cherry hot. So they're the ones we're going to be sowing. And I have got this Propagator Box. It's a windowsill box. It's thin to sit on a windowsill, and it has little covers that come with it. I got two of these from Wilkinson's last year. They were £10 each. So this is what we're going to use. The compost, I'm afraid beggars can't be choosers. I just managed to get some general compost from Tesco. That's all I can get at the moment, and I have mixed some vermiculite in with that just to break it up. As you can see, it's not the best compost, but this is what we've got, so that's what we're going to go with. I think it was Levington's, I will double check, and it did have plastic in with it as well, so I've sieved out the plastic and the big bits, and this is what we're left with. Okay, so I've got my first tray. I've just moistened it a little bit, and we're going to plant jalapenos first. As you can see, they're tiny seeds, so they don't need to go down very far at all. In actual fact, I've just put the barest little mark on the soil to show where they're going to go. I'm going to plant 6 of each, and with 6 varieties. I hope I'm going to have the problem of peppers coming out of my ears. Fortunately, we have an extra big freezer, and in the shed, and I have a dehydrator, so we can always store the extras, which was always our intention of trying to be a bit more self-sufficient. Just covering these up. Now I've said on a few live chats and other growers' channels that I've not had much luck with chilies, and I wouldn't call me lucky with chilies, but I had a look. I was looking back through old photographs, and the ones that I have had joy with have been covered in vermiculite. That is what this is. So I'm just going to cover them in this rather than putting more compost on the top. And use a very light covering. There we go. Now I've got my label. This is me having a go with the pyrography pen. I'm not very neat with it yet. It's much more difficult than I thought it would be. Just going to pop that in there, and hopefully I can get the lid on. There we go. Now that then goes in here. Move the camera. And we're ready for the next one. So I'll just get this dampened down. There we go. And we will grow, let's grow the hot wax next. So I'm just going to do the same. mark the middle ones out, and then go in the middle either side. Just the tiniest of little dents. There's quite a few seeds in these packets. So I think my failure with chilies in the past has been not giving them a long enough season. The jalapenos that I had success with, the photos are from April. So really it's surprising I left it that late and still managed to get some jalapenos. And hopefully giving these a long season, I know some have planted already, these will have a better chance. The longer the hotter the chilli, the longer the season is needed to give them a chance to mature. So we shall see what happens with these. Fingers crossed. I've not been down the allotment for a while. We've had nothing but rain here in Kent. Everywhere else in the world has got snow. Everywhere else in the country rather. Except for us. And we've had rain. And at the moment we don't have anywhere to shelter at the allotment. Because it seems every shelter we've got, and we've got quite a few, has got a hole. So this coming year is going to be a lot of building work. I'm working on a video as well as this one, which shows what is going on with our buildings down the allotment, but it's sort of being done in bits and pieces, and at the moment we have a building, one of our lean-tos, the first one that needs to be repaired, doesn't have a roof, so we're just waiting to get some bits so we can fix the roof on that, and then we can move other bits around to fix the other buildings. You know, we need one shelter dry so we can protect bits that need protecting. Right, let's crack on with the rest of the bits. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch me do all 6 containers, but I just wanted to show you this has got this in the top which opens and closes. And we don't have a heated propagator or lights or anything like that. So what we are going to do is pop these on our lounge windowsill. The lounge is quite warm and our radiator is by the windowsill. So it should be quite a warm area, and hopefully that'll be warm enough for them to germinate. And then when it gets warm in the conservatory, these can go move into the conservatory. What I'm going to do, you've seen I've moistened the soil. They need the moisture to get going. What I'm going to do, with the lids closed on these, with the vents closed, it won't allow the moisture to escape. So we might see some condensation on these. So I'm just going to keep an eye, because I don't want them to rot. We do want some airflow, but it'll keep the heat in. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the levels of condensation inside these and see how we go. These are the red cherries that we're doing. These are the last of the hot peppers that I'm sowing today. There we go. They look rather neat, don't they? So now we're going to do the sweet peppers. And there we go. That's the last one of the sweet peppers done. This is Frigatello. I think I said Frigoletto at the beginning, but there's nothing like having to take your time and writing it out with a wood-burning pen for you to take note of the pronunciation. Frigotello. Right, I'm just going to make sure that these are closed and pop these on. Our lounge windowsill is quite deep, so these can go on all together. And I'll keep an eye on them. As I said, we don't have lights or anything like that. That might be something that we look at getting in the future, but it won't be this year. So we're just going to see how it goes, and if it does get too condensation-y, I shall open them up. Last year I did have success with sweet peppers. We grew Californian Wonder. I think they were just given to me. A friend up the road who has a gardening magazine who has got literally boxes and boxes of seeds, but she doesn't grow any. So she gave us those. Thought I'd give it a go. And I think we still might have a few peppers left in the freezer. We do use peppers a lot, and chilies. And I think last year I grew 6 plants. They weren't prolific, but for me it was a success. So if these grow with what we got there, 18 plants of sweet peppers and 18 chilies, that will be a good start towards us being self-sufficient for next year in peppers. So watch this space. Thanks for joining me. And there we go. They look so neat and tidy. Oh, I always forget to say thank you for subscribing. If you're a subscriber, do give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new to our channel, please do subscribe and press the notification bell at the side and select all, and you will be notified whenever we upload a video. It's not, as I say, it's not much at the moment, but we will get there. It's like a bog at the allotment. We haven't been sowing anything, but there is one coming up soon, as I say, showing you our buildings that are falling down, and what we're going to do about them, what we inherited when we took over the plot. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye bye.